Like many of us, Joseph Herscher likes to start his day sipping a cup of coffee and reading the morning paper, one page at a time.
The whole message in my machine is that you can take everyday objects around you and reimagine them and see what else they can do in a way that everybody can understand, so that people start to see the potential delight in the world around them.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Joseph Herscher is one of the judges at the annual Rube Goldberg Machine Contest.
We have electrical, chemical, kinetic, sound, hydraulic, and gravitational energy forces at work in our machine.
7 teams of gizmo geeks make that college engineering students, descending collapsible contraptions in tow on the Columbus Science Center in Ohio. How far did you guys come for this?
So we came from Tucson, Arizona. It's 1,900 miles, so about a 28-hour drive.
Their goal?
This year's task, hammer a nail.
Hammer a nail. Sounds simple, right? Not exactly.
What's gonna happen is the moon's gonna hit the ladder, which will start the lawnmower.
Through a few mechanisms down here, it'll release some golf balls.
It's complicated. Very, very complicated.
That hits a mousetrap, which closes the prosthetic hand around the hammer.
Just as Rube Goldberg would have wanted. Never heard of Rube Goldberg? Well, look him up. He's in the dictionary. Rube Goldberg, adjective, doing something simple in a very complicated way that is not necessary. Isn't it sort of the opposite of what engineering's about, which is about making things more efficient and work better?
In that sense, yes, it is. Completely opposite.
Though he won the Pulitzer Prize for political cartooning in 1948 with this very serious drawing, the comics that made Rube Goldberg a household name were comically inefficient inventions.
Well, folks, there she is, the Rube Goldberg door opener upper. How does this door opener upper really work? It's very simple. You see, waiter places cat B on pile of dirty dishes A. Now, cat B sees mouse C. Of course, this is a stuffed mouse because he must be used for the next waiter. Now, cat jumps on mouse C, causing lever D to lift lighted candle E, which ignites fuse F and sets off bomb G, opening door H very gently. It's all very simple. And so are you if you think it'll work.
Cartoons like that caught on big time.
Race your mouse around the board, building a mousetrap as you go.
But for many of us, a 1960s board game was our introduction to Rube Goldberg.
I first encountered Rube Goldberg with the game of Mousetrap, which was inspired by his work. It was a classic sort of Rube Goldberg contraption.
Adam Gopnik, writer at The New Yorker, wrote the preface to The Art of Rube Goldberg. He argues that Goldberg was a great artist who really understood the modern world.
I think he had a central insight. That is, we're all fascinated by complicated machines. We love the idea of mechanisms. One thing touches another thing, which touches another thing, which boosts something else, which makes somebody else jump.
And keeps us in suspense. Okay, so the stakes are really high now.
Yeah, now it's getting pretty steep.
When these machines work well, it's a goofy, gadgety, glorious sight to behold. When they flop hard.
Rube Goldberg machines generally are very just hazardous in their nature. So a big challenge to overcome as a Rube Goldberg team is the fact that whenever you run it, something's going to break.
Okay, we're good.
Overseeing the contest and Rube's legacy.
I'm Jennifer George. I'm Rube's granddaughter.
Jennifer says Grandpa Rube is just as cool today as he was a century ago.
Any Rube Goldberg machine these days worth its salt goes viral. And so we're experiencing this amazing kind of rebirth or reinvention of Rube.
Back in November, a company called Goldie Blocks put this video on YouTube to help sell science kits to girls, with a little help from old Rube.
And I mean, literally in 3 days, it went from 1,000 views to 6 million views. So if you've got a great Rube Goldberg machine, you've got gold.
One of the most golden Goldberg-inspired videos is this one by the rock band OK Go, with more than 41 million hits on YouTube. But Jennifer says her grandfather's true heir apparent, make that hair apparent, is our page-turning friend.
Joseph Herscher. I mean, I am so impressed with the work he does, and it makes me laugh, and he has the spirit, and he gets it.
Herscher and 9 other judges, after, of course, many complicated calculations.
Team 3 actually has -5 because they had 3 interventions and 1 object leaving.
Finally chose the best nail-hammering contraption.
The first place is Washington University in St. Louis.
Their secret weapon? The Post-it Slinky. Before you know it, this will be Division 1.
Division 1, Rube Goldberg.
To the losers, well, there's always next time.
Next year's task for 2014 is to zip a zipper.
There's your assignment. A word of advice? Don't keep it simple.
Hey, we have something special for tonight. I mentioned a moment ago, a Rube Goldberg machine is a machine that accomplishes a simple task in as complicated a way as possible. Basically, it's an intentionally delightful waste of time and energy. Every year since 1983, college students compete in the annual Rube Goldberg Machine Contest. This year, they held it in Columbus, Ohio, at the Center of Science and Industry. Teams from all over the country will design, they build, and transport these machines, and they enter them in the competition. Each year, they assign a specific task for the contest. This year's task was to zip a zipper. And with us tonight, we have the winning squad, the Purdue University Rube Goldberg team. Come on out, guys. How are you? Welcome. Welcome. Congratulations. Thanks for coming. All right. So here we have Adam, David, Becca, Jordan, Andrew, and Ben. And you guys are the winning team. They said you have to come up with something that zips a zipper.
Yeah. So per competition rules, you have to have at least a 6 foot by 6 foot by 6 foot machine with 20 steps or transfers of energy, and it has to complete the task of that year. So this year was zip a zipper, and we did it in around 75 steps.
And how do you get this thing in the back of your mom's car?
We actually...
So... the whole machine... the whole machine splits in half, and it is still quite a mess. It takes all 6 of us, and we sometimes have to bring in extra outside help.
And this whole thing is built out of stolen merchandise, true?
Not stolen. Oh. Repurposed.
Repurposed, okay. Yes. And where did you get all this stuff?
We do a lot of dumpster diving. We
dumpster diving.
A lot of time around the college looking for garbage that other people don't want.
Is one of your job dumpster diver?
We try to throw Jordan into the dumpster.
Hey, Jordan's the smallest. You go right in there. All right. So the idea, again, is that you complete a very simple task in a very complicated way. And this year, you guys introduced a human into the mix, and that had not been done before.
So that was the first time in competition that anyone has ever put a person inside their machine. Rube Goldberg's cartoons always centered around someone, and so we thought it'd be a good homage to say, you know, why don't we put someone in there and try and really get back to the roots?
Now, we have a human for you. We've got a number of them working here at the show. And why don't you go ahead and reveal the human? There he is. His name is Guillermo, and he's... Guillermo is going to be, I don't know if we call him the guinea pig, but you're the hamster in the wheel here, Guillermo, okay?
Okay.
Now, we're attaching something to Guillermo's zipper of his jacket. It's funnier the other way, I guess, but And now you guys, and I guess you need a quarter from me, right? You guys are going to, should I do this or?
Just hand that quarter on to Guillermo.
Okay, Guillermo, I'm gonna hand you a quarter.
Okay.
All right, you put it in the gumball machine.
Yep.
And everybody pay close attention. Watch, keep your eye on the gumball.
No time for breakfast in the morning, so you grab a gumball, and that will freshen your breath. And you go ahead, and that hits the arm. And that goes all the way and releases the golf ball. And silly string goes, but oh, that was supposed to be cologne.
And we're off, calibrating your own personalized theme song. Everybody needs a jam in the morning. Wait for contact.
And now it's breakfast time with tea and some toast.
And now a ball is just to entertain your dog in the morning so you don't have to. Now you have to check your homework of your child's diorama of the Great Shark Wars of 1852. Man, luckily we didn't lose a guy that time.
Now time for your favorite hobby, painting in the morning.
And finally, we zip.
Oh, and there it goes. Zipping. That's pretty great. Very nicely done. How do you feel, Guillermo?
Great. It's nice.
It's so easy, huh?
Yeah.
You guys should sell this. Sell this to the Gap. They can put it right outside the dressing room. And well, thank you guys. That's unbelievable. Congratulations on the big win, the Purdue University Rube Goldberg team.
That goal is so cool. See how it misses? Bang. This one just runs very smooth. You know, the energy. And it runs forever. It is.